Hi guys, my name is Peter and in this particular video I'm going to review the Renault Kwid and the current variant that you are seeing is a 1 liter petrol manual of the Climber variant and Renault Kwid is offered in 10 different variants and the price ranges from 3.31 lakhs to 5.64 lakhs ex-showroom Delhi and the current color that you are seeing is electric blue and the car is also offered in grey, silver, white, red etc. And since it is a climber version, you can see a lot of orange accents in different parts of the car, and overall the car feels to be a lot compact. And moving to the front profile, we can see the LED DRL along with the turn indicators in the top part, and that looks really beautiful. And this is an overview of the LED DRL in person, and it looks really beautiful as well. And it kinds of blends into the grill. Moving down, we can see the headlight. The headlight is enclosed inside this black and orange textured enclosure, and it is a dual barrel halogen headlight. And this is the overview of the headlight in person, and it has a really good throw on the road as well. Moving to the grille, we can see that it has a single piece chrome strip along with a large Renault logo. And moving down, we can see the bumper, and the bumper has a multicolor combination like it has a silverish skid along with the orange accents, the blacked out air dam, and the blue contrast. Everything looks a bit sophisticated from the front. And moving on to the bonnet of the car, we can see a lot of body line, that is two body lines, and also a single washer fluid. And this is the windshield overview, and it is wide enough and large enough to get a perfect view outside. We have a single blade single wiper to clean the windshield as well, and the character lines on the bonnet makes the car a bit more muscular and provides a bit more door presence to the car as well. And moving to the side profile, we can see that the car is really compact, really suitable for a typical city usage as well. And talking about dimensions, we have a 3.7 meter in length, 1.4 meter in height, and 184 millimeter in ground clearance. And the dimensions itself state that the car is really compact, really easy to use, and has adequate ground clearance as well. Moving to the wheels, we have a 14-inch steel wheel, and these are just wheel cups, and they just looks like alloy, but they are wheel cup. And we have three nuts to keep the wheel in place. Front comes with the disc brakes, and back comes with the drum brakes. Front has a McPherson struct as suspension, and back has a coil spring as suspension. And the turning radius is almost 4.8 meters. And we also have a rugged cladding around the wheel arch that looks really rugged, and also we have the turn indicators integrated here as well. We have a orange textured rear mirror that is a non-adjustable electrically. We have a climber badging, that is stickering. We also have an underbody cladding right here, and that also looks really rugged. These are rear wheels, these are same 14-inch wheels as well. We have a fuel lid right here, and it houses 28 liter of petrol, and only petrol is the medium. And now let's move to the rear profile of the car, and the rear also looks a lot sleeker and sportier than before, and overall the car feels a lot upper from its previous class with the new facelifted version. We have a semi LED taillight right here, and we can see that guidelines with that of the LED like finish, that's really beautiful. But the reverse light and indicators are halogen bulb. We have a reflector right here, and also moving on, we can see the black bumper with some orange accent under the silver skirting that looks really rugged from the back profile as well. Moreover, the car looks like a crossover from the back in my opinion. And here we have got the Renault logo. Moving on, we can see the Renault monogram and the Kwid badging, and also the reverse camera is integrated onto the Renault monogram as well. And now let's move up. We can see the rear window, no wipers. This is the roof profile. We have a roof rail, and that is just for show. It is not basically functional. We also have an antenna in the front as well. Now let's open the trunk of the car. We need to manually turn the key to open the trunk, and the trunk leaf is well weighted. Talking about boot space, we almost have a 279 liter of a boot space, and that's adequate for a hatchback of this size. We also have a parcel shelf at the top, which is removable and openable. And this is the boot overview. We have a climber badged mat right here, that is a boot mat. Now let's move on to the spare wheel section. We also have a 14 inch steel wheel. Basically that is a spare wheel, along with all tools are provided as well. And this is basically the boot overview of a Renault Kwid. It is well organized, and it is adequate for this segment. And now let's move to the rear passenger seats and see what Renault offers there. And that's it in the rear section. Talking about the rear passenger side door, all door handles are completely blacked out. That is, we have a black texture door handle, and the door is kind of well weighted. It is easy to open. It is wide opening. And talking about the door profile, the car comes with basically wide windows, so no question of a claustrophobication. And moving on to the door profile, as you can see that we have a nice little texture right here. We have storage space, a power window right here, and chrome plated door handles along with that orange stripe reminding you that you are having a climber version. We have a physical lock pulley, and this is basically the door profile. And these are the seats. We have a climber textured seats. These are complete fabric seats, and as you can see that we have the orange textures everywhere. So guys, getting onto the car is really easy because of the low ground clearance. And talking about the rear seat profile, we have handles on both sides with no coat hook, and the rear seats are complete fabrically upholstered, and we have two headrests which are non-adjustable, and the rear passengers can easily access the parcel shelf. And also we have a center armrest which houses no cup holders, and overall the rear seat is really comfortable. And also the car has this climber texture everywhere, and that's it. We also have no transmission bumper, that is only minimum transmission bump, so all three passengers can sit comfortably. And overall we have adequate headroom under the support and a sufficient amount of leg room as well. Now let's move to the driver's side door and see what Kwid offers there. Just like the rear door, the driver's side door is also black textured, and we also have a physical keyhole as well. And the door is wide opening, well weighted, and also we have a large window, so no question of claustrophobication here as well. And getting onto the driver door profile, we have an armrest right here, and we have no power window controls in the driver door, and we have a chrome door handle along with that a climber orange texture, and also we can see the physical door lock pulley. Moving down, we can see a 1 liter bottle holder along with a little bit of storage space as well. And we have no scuff plate with the Kwid in the climber variant. And this is the driver seat profile, and we have the orange, white and black combination along with the climber logo. And just like the rear seat, it is also a complete fabric upholstery, and overall the seats are really comfortable. There are sufficient side cushioning that keeps you in place as well. And we have a complete manual seat adjustment, and we do not have any height adjustment. And here we have two levers for the fuel lid and the trunk, and we have rubber pedals right here. We have a rotary dial for the headlight leveler. Moving up, we can see the physical keyhole as well. And this is basically the dashboard overview. And now let's get onto the car. And guys, getting onto the car is really easy due to the low ground clearance, and the view outside is really sufficient. We can see all corners of the road, and the hood of the car is also visible perfectly. And moving to the center console, you can see the seat belt hookers right here, along with the handbrake and a little bit of storage space beneath the handbrake. And we have a 5-speed manual transmission only in petrol, and orange accent is also provided. And also we have the automatic variant available right now. And moving forward, we can see a lot of storage space, like a little bit of storage space to store your smartphone, maybe some cup holders, as well as some ports like a USB port, a 12 volt output port, aux port, etc. And moving up, we can see the AC dials right away, and these are manual AC, no automatic climate control available. Moving ahead, we can see the hazard light, the lock buttons, along with the power window controls right here. That is, all of them are integrated onto the center console. So the power window buttons are also integrated, so that's kind of a cost cutting there. And as I said before, we have a physical keyhole. Now let's turn on the ignition right now, and let me demonstrate the working of the power window right away. And as you can see that the power window works perfectly fine, but it's a kind of awkward to see the power window buttons on the center console. Anyways, moving on, we can see the infotainment system. It is an 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system, and it is kind of fluid, but when you start up the car, it lags a bit. It supports Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, FM radio, Bluetooth, aux, USB, reverse camera, and it's a well organized modern infotainment system. And we also have an orange accent right around the infotainment system, since it is an climber variant. And moreover, this infotainment system also supports a voice command feature as well. And moving on, we can see two AC vents right above the infotainment system, and also we have a Kwid branding right on the dashboard, and this car comes with a dual airbag as well. And moving on, we can open the glove box. It is a well spaced deep glove box, and this is the glove box overview. And moving on, let's open the co-passenger sun visor. It is a really basic and small sun visor, and it do not have a mirror as well. And here we can see a halogen reading light along with a microphone input right here, and we also have a manually adjustable rear mirror as well. And moving on to the driver sun visor, the same case here as well. It's a really small, and we do not have a tall receipt here as well. And guys, talking about the steering wheel, the kit comes with a 3-spoke electrically driven power steering. It's a well-made power steering, and it has a adequate thumb grip and a really good premium stitching. And also we can see a lot of piano black finishes to make that bit of a premium finish. And also we can see the driver Trio logo, but we do not have any steering mounted audio controls. Towards the left we can see the wiper control, and towards the right we can see the headlight control as well. And now let's move on to the instrument cluster. And as you can see that it is a kind of digital instrument cluster. Towards the left we can see the RPM meter, towards the right you can see the engine temperature, fuel gauge along with some warning light. And in the center we have a MRT display which shows mileage, odometer, trip meters, fuel to MD, and moreover you can also see a digital speedometer integrated as well. And this is the basic instrument cluster, and we have seen the same instrument cluster in the Triber as well, and it is carried towards your kit as well. So this is the basic instrument cluster overview. And now let me show you guys the live sample of the rear camera. And this is the live sample from the rear camera, and as you can see that the rear camera is kind of okay-ish. It has guidelines, and also it can be a little bit more quality intensive in my opinion, but we also have some options to customize the reverse camera as well. And guys, with that said, this is the basic interior overview of Renault Kwid. Please let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the interior. Now let's open the hood and see what Renault Kwid offers right there inside the engine bay. So guys, talking about the engine option, the car is offered in 2 different variants. The first one is an 800cc engine, the second one is a 1-liter engine, and both of them are petrol. And the car is available in both manual and automatic transmission, and the claimed mileage is between 22 to 25 km per liter. And the engine is well organized. We can see some engine panel gap here and there, and we also have adequate insulation so that the engine noise won't come onto the cabin as well. So guys, this is a review of the Renault Kwid, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the car. And that's it. I'll see you guys with another video. Until then, bye.